Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for September 22nd. September 22nd is the 265th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 266th in leap years, with 100 days remaining to the end of the year. September 22nd is frequently the date of the autumnal equinox in the northern hemisphere and the day of the vernal equinox in the southern hemisphere, as it is this year in 2022. Today's word is bongo. Bongo is a noun with a couple of meanings. First is a pair of small open-bottom hand drums of different sizes. They're played with the hands, and the name bongo comes from Spanish. The other meaning of bongo is as the name of an African forest antelope. Bongo. The bongo is the largest, heaviest, and most colorful of the African forest antelopes. And with that, the last hanging of those convicted of witchcraft in the Salem witch trials took place on September 22nd, 1692. There were others who had been convicted, but they would eventually be released. Nathan Hale was an American patriot and spy for the Continental Army during the American Revolutionary War. He was captured by the British, though, and in those days spies were hanged as illegal combatants. While there is no official record of his last words, he is reported by witnesses to have said, "I only regret that I have but one life to lose for my country," when he was hanged for spying on September 22nd, 1776. Now, we've mentioned Michael Faraday before. He was an English physicist and chemist known for dozens of theories and physics laws, particularly regarding electricity, electromagnetism, the Faraday cage. Faraday cage blocks electromagnetic fields and is used to protect devices from damage that would otherwise be caused by electrostatic discharges. Pretty handy these days. Michael Faraday was born September 22nd, 1781, and lived to the age of 75. The Emancipation Proclamation was released by Abraham Lincoln on September 22nd, 1862. This was the presidential proclamation and executive order that declared that, effective as of January 1st, 1863, all persons held as slaves with any state or designated part of a state would be thenceforward and forever free. And the executive government of the United States, including the military and naval authority thereof, would recognize and maintain the freedom of such persons and would do no act or acts to repress such persons in any efforts they might make for their actual freedom. This changed the legal status of more than 3.5 million African American slaves in the secessionist Confederate States from enslaved to free as of January 1st, 1863. Today's song is Missing You by John Waite, number 1, September 22nd, 1984. They've had a misunderstanding. He misses her. She misses him. And they suffer several missed connections. Maybe he figures it's no use, so he tries to convince himself that he doesn't miss her. But he does. He does. This song is featured in several movies and TV show episodes, and then he performed it live on The Tonight Show in 2007 with Alison Krauss. Wow, goosebumps. I've added links to both versions in the description. Missing You by John Waite, number 1, September 22nd, 1984. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that is called, no really. You can also find me on Rumble, Parler, BitChute, and Getter. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.